See the fiends gonna admire the dude with the fire, but the gangsters gonna respect the one taking that check. And will come for the neck of those who disrespect. I experience gun showers, burned by gunpowder. Tears always jerk from the work of a lone coward. You know the features in the game when the coward command power. And never go so hard that you really disgrace God. And never let a cat play around with your face card. And never go so hard that you really disgrace God. And never let a cat play around with. Hey yo, 31.
After the game, salute. You already know what it is, man. It's 212 channel, man. You already know, as bloggers, we go over videos, other people's videos. I want to expound on the Matt Hoffa interview. Of course, about Jimmy. Shout out to Mandu. Do you, my bro? We go back. I don't know, what's going on in terms of what you may feel inside internally after watching this video right here, man. But man, dude, what the fuck you talk about, man? I don't understand what's going on, beloved. This is your dog, before anybody and that whole lineup, it was me and you. Me and you, Pimp, Hitman, then eventually Wildcat came over and Doggy Dog. This could never be a diss. But as your brother's keeper, let me pull you up by your bootstraps, beloved. Do you know there's a long, nasty history between the Billies and Sex, Money, and Murder? Do you know that Hocus 4/5 sit on the forefront? Well, he used to. I don't want to, hurt the man case. He used to sit on the forefront of Sex, Money, and Murder. He's one of the most respected and, referred to cats when you talking about, SMM. Right? Are you familiar with the Jim Jones track, Banging? Huh?
On the west, I was banging on the east. They was banging in the jails, I was banging in the streets.
I was banging on the west, I was banging on the east with him and Mozzie. He's saying in the verse.
In my Mac and they call me Billy the Kid. Sex, money, murder, we been killing these kids. Shit, I send a missile, I get you killed on your bed. We use the blood as the power, is what we built in this bed.
Sex, money, murder, we been killing these kids. Bro, so when you got a guy like Hocus 4/5 coming out, some people say because he caught a case, he turned over a new leaf. We don't know what. Hocus is my dude too. Me and Hocus talk on the phone. So let me put that out there. For somebody say, well, you was just talking to Hocus. Yeah, Hocus is my bro. But you're no CK, man. I'm going to say what I want to say, how I want to say it. And people will either accept it or reject it. To all you little romping little kids out there that may hear this, oh, because you pro this or you pro Mandu, or some of them pro CK. See out of this, man. Grown folks is talking, man. Right? Okay, so he do the drop your flag challenge. Right? Okay, he did it. Jimmy had an adverse opinion with that. That's Jim Jones' opinion. He can say what he wants. You was locked up, man, dude, so you don't understand what's going on, bro. These niggas have a long, nasty history of not liking each other. And yeah, it's bad because it's Damu on Damu. Yeah, okay. But they not doing anything different from what everybody else, every other hood doing. Any other family doing. You know what I mean? Old wounds heal slow, bro. And I'm not really holding it against you because you wasn't out here for all that. You were still locked up. I was out here. Remember, I came home March 18th, 2003. I'm out here. This is the reason why you hearing, dudes say, oh, well, CK been home, this and that, so on and so forth. So at the end of the day, who are you to fight another man's issue? Let's just say Hocus seen the comment and he just deleted it and wouldn't go here. But you running around and you fighting this battle. Jim Jones has been Jim Jones for years and nothing changed. And let me counter something, right? Jimmy never been to jail around us. Yeah, grant that. And you feel like his industry wars don't amount to our wars in prison.
We ain't saying the dude ain't been through no wars, but he invented the wars.
He wasn't through that.
He ain't been through the wars for Damu, though.
Right.
He went through wars for his career. He went through wars to put his brand on the map. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He didn't go through the wars that we went through for the flag.
I beg to differ, Mandu. Beg to differ, bro. Yeah, we in prison, we in confined spaces, and you come out to the yard, the field house, because they have field houses in prisons. We step to issue, we get busy. I feel if anybody gonna counter what you said, it should be me. Why? Because in the very beginning, when you was making your bones alongside me. When I was making my bones alongside you, beloved. And I feel like dudes just hopped on it because it was something that Jim Jones said. I was in the comments. I went back over the post and everything, and it was quite a few people that said some hot stuff, man. So why Jimmy? Why y'all make him the main focal point of what's going on? I don't get it. You just went 10,000% Macho Man Randy Savage on the man, and for what? And then Math Hoffa, at first, I accused you of not asking the question. After I went over it, you was actually trying to ask the question, but they kind of was deviating and skipping over the question. Mandu answered it briefly.
I feel like Jim represents a different side.
The real is and the fake is just what it is, all right?
So when I realized
what
that
is the real? Where did it start? What was the purpose of it? Jim being one of the first New York Bloods, well, to gain popularity. Why haven't you guys ever had a conversation together?
Well,
but they never really got to exactly what Jimmy did. Help me understand. Is it really that serious? We all over social media. I say we. Why? Because I'm from the cloth. Can the church people say amen on this shit? This is ridiculous, bro. Like, I feel like when Jimmy says something that should be corrected, by all means, correct it. If Jimmy says something, by all means, correct it. I'm all for it. Don't assassinate the man Kara and say he don't have work in. Oh, he this. Oh, he that. Oh, he ain't this. Or he ain't that. It's unjustified, beloved. It's unjustified. I don't understand him. Help me understand, man. No. I understand Bad Vibe felt like he would never be able to get next to Jim Jones, or, Jimmy from a different lane. Is that what you feel, Bad Vibe? Then you go on to say,
He's really like kind of out of my lane in so many regards.
But
I know people that can. Like, I see what you're saying. If I wanted to, it'd be simply nothing. I was not saying I wouldn't be open to it, but that's not no lane I pursue to want to extend myself to.
Why not?
Because I feel like I can't get up where he's moving around.
I know people that can get next to him. Well, why didn't you use those resources? I know the same people. I'm one of the people that can get next to him. I want to get next to Jimmy, I can get next to Jimmy. Know what I mean? You know people. Let's just say Carroll Street. I know who you're talking about, and you're right. You could have hollered at them and they would have got directly at him. You could have hit Zoo. And Zoo would have reached out to him and you could have asked Jimmy any question you want because he's really down to earth. As long as you ain't running down putting your hand out on him. Let me clear that record. Niggas can't extort Jimmy, man. What make you think Jimmy's soft? He's not soft. Oh, yeah, bring up the rucker. Yeah, he ran in the rucker. Well, shit. If I got 15 motherfuckers running at me, they were running at Jimmy. They wasn't really tapping with Cam. You know why? Jimmy was Cam Goon. Understand what I'm saying? I ain't saying he was the best fighter, but anytime something was going on with Cameron, he told you the story about Nut. Nut said something to Cam and kind of went over Cam's head. And when he seen Nut like, yo, you know who I am? Jimmy stood in front of him. Nut up the joint. That's a true story, bro. Why? Yeah, I know Nut was my man. I know all of them. World, Nut, Homo brother T-Rock, Top. I know all these dudes. Ran all through LG with these dudes. Uni. Know all these dudes. So they got to know a bunch of Harlem dudes. I know everybody from Marcy. I know most of the cats from off of Gates. I mean, this is what it is. It's a small world in a big city. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like you should have asked me how did I feel before you voice your opinion. And who would the guy interview you on the channel? Well, he didn't know? Dude, whoever you are, no disrespect to you, but yo, you was about this far from a karate kick. Because yeah, Mandu really did beat the police up in Harlem. Well, he ain't telling you he did. He used karate. Mandu knows karate. He knows jiu-jitsu or taekwondo, something like that or whatever. I had to slap box and wrestle with him. He really know those grips and those holds, and he not to hit your knee and all that. Yeah. Yeah. You know what I mean? So you're lucky Hassan chop you with cutting the man off, man. But that's the thing, right? In today's, lack of clarity society. We lack clarity because dudes continue to cut people off. Let people talk. Look inside the chat of that video. People are saying, yo, the people interviewing him in Bad Vibe is talking too much. Yo, the dude gets on my nerve. I can't watch this whole reel. Because that's how I thorough CK watch it. Because I want to make sure that I'm just, but also that my people were just in this attack. Because it's an ongoing attack. So I'm just saying, as your brother, I could have called your phone. But because some people was questioning me as a big homie, those are your bros, you're not saying nothing? What about this? What about that? So I'm address it publicly with the hopes of y'all not taking, too much offense. If you do, so be it. So be it. But I don't totally agree with what's taking place right now, man. We just turned into a whole Jim Jones onslaught. Yeah, I told him to get back with Cam, and I meant that. Dude, let's see if we can say with Cam, get your bread. Why? We don't need some of your own. We need all of your own, man. And this is the reason why I don't respect gatekeeping, because gatekeeping prevent dudes from taking care of their family. Jimmy been gatekeep. Cam been gatekeep for a moment. Even Jay-Z was gatekept for a while. He ain't just getting the game. So to verbally attack a certain group of people, like academics did, let these dudes flourish, man. Let them flourish, man. Yeah, he's not politically sound. We get it. But he's Jim Jones. That's what he do. Jimmy always saying certain records out of his mouth. He always say some shit. Like I was watching the video when he was out there. He was like, yeah, y'all gotta do different shit. That's why your girl start fucking with this nigga, because y'all all look alike. He said it in his cocky, arrogant Jim Jones way. Look at me. I'm a cocky, arrogant nigga sometimes. It's just what we do as a people. It's just what we do. So Why can't a man display his level of cockiness? More so, why can't a man show distaste for the drop your flag challenge? It kind of shows you who's kind of embedded in this, in this life of ours, and to what extent. But sometimes, as humans, we say things, we do things. Sometimes we act out things without rhyme or reason. Let me keep it 100 with y'all, man. Before Jimmy got on, he was running around, waving that flag high and proud. Pause. No homo. But he do got movie. They got dude. They were like, yo, what? Yo, this and that, this and that, and dudes ain't like Jim, and they say he grew up, he can fight. I don't know. I can't say he didn't. You know what I'm saying? I can't say he didn't. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. So I mean, I just feel like, dude just tearing the man head off for no reason. That's how I feel. I feel like dude just beating the dead horse in the head. Obviously, Jim Jones don't care. Obviously, he don't care. But you see the frustration in Mano, right? That's a different animal altogether. Like with Mano, even though he shouldn't, I'm about to say probably, even though he shouldn't, Mano will feed into that. Mano will hunt you, he'll find you, and see you somewhere, posted somewhere, and he's gonna pull up. Jimmy, he ain't gonna look for the problem in the situation. But if he see you in person, he's gonna say something to you, man. So let's not get that twisted. So it boils down to this. Mandu, are you just and challenging the brother? Was Jim Jones just in what he said? Or should we care? I just gave you the history of non-trade and sex, money, and murder. Nasty, 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 nasty history. Nasty history. You understand what I'm saying? Like, what can I say, man? You know what I mean? I ain't saying it's right, but you gotta understand history and legacy. And as you watch this video, then I think a lot of people to bring clarity to certain people. Again, Matt Hoffa, salute to you. And my apologies. Cause I'm like, yo, this dude, he does this. Like, he got Tony Ayo, he got all these guys coming up here. How you not ask the question? Because I watched it the first time. My phone was ringing, so it slid by me as well. But when I watched both clips, you continue to try to find reason in all the noise and hoopla. You know what I'm saying? And don't get it twisted, man, dude. Don't forget. Me and my little brother burnt the crib up back in the 80s, and we all was in the Martinique Hotel and the Prince George Hotel, man. That's how far back me and Mandu go. So yeah, anybody say, why CK doing it? Because I have a right to talk to my brother how I talk to him. It would be no Warrior Clan without me. Just like it would be no Nine Trey without me. It definitely wouldn't be no GKB without me. See how that go? No 5'9" Brim without me. There would be no Lacey and Duval without me. Why? These are dudes that I walk in terrain with. Mandu older than me. That's big bro. Outside of blood, that's big bro outside of blood. But under the cloth, when I was seeing too much nonsense going, I'm going to speak out, man. Like I said, you got naysayers on both sides. So yeah, not CK tripping. See, why he doing it? He going against the grain. Or he trying to get next to Jimmy. Nigga, I stand on my own 2 feet. I'm not shying away from going around Jimmy, Fab, man. I love Mano. I can't say I love Fab, but I got love for Fab because he loved Prime. So when I see dudes trying to issue a raw deal towards those people, I'm gonna speak out. And it just happened to keep being Jimmy. And I just need to know why. I said my shit about how he didn't really fuck with me, this and that. I said that. But it wasn't aimed at him. Hold on a minute, y'all. You know, I can't be sitting here with the running Scottie Pippins and all that. You know what I'm saying? That's what niggas are called Prime Scottie Pippen. There's a funny story that come with that. Mexican dude, we go see the plug and all that. He keeps saying, yo, you know what I mean? Scottie Pippen putting this cigar on Prime drink. And got knocked the fuck out behind that. One day I'm in Star Bar out here in Raleigh and sitting well, CK, yo, did you really knock the plug out? Yeah. Right in New Mexico. Yeah. Put his ass out in front of all those people. They drew hammers. I was only with a hammer, you know, the Udache. I baxed the hammer, whatever. The old dude came back, yo, better day. Stopped everything. I'm like, yo, he was disrespectful. Here. Give me an address. And I got y'all. Keep your money. And opened the floodgates for me, Prime, and the team. Ever dudes I can't talk about, they still active outside. But yeah, you say about a bag. I've learned a long time ago. Dudes don't feed people like me. Why? Because I'm the real deal Holyfield. I'm the real deal. I'm the dude that they talk about when they mention Killer Ben. When they mention Polite. They mention Baby Rock. When they mention 50 Cents. They mention Homo. You mention these guys. I'm in those conversations. Let me separate myself from the bunch now. All right? I didn't say it in past drink. I didn't think it was necessary. But let me tell you why I do say CK is a legend and CK this. You know why? The one time I ever got robbed in my life, I was robbed by 50 Cent from Fort Greene. He didn't rob me. He robbed Poochie, my best friend, but it was my sheepskin. So when he come back, no sheepskin, his grandma would make me give his leather bomb. Okay, no, back in the day, he had a leather bomb. I had the sheepskin with the hat and on the gloves, all that. 50 Cent robbed him with some keys. Poochie, right now, he big, right? He was a fighter back then, but we talking about 50 Cent. He's a grown man. He older than us. We teenagers. And I went and got my sheepskin. You got Squirrel from Fort Greene. Yeah. Khalif Coombs, they know about it. Even Ungambino know about it. 50 came out. I said, yo, man, let me get my sheepskin back. He looked around. I said, nah, I ain't here to shoot you, bro, but yo, that's my sheepskin, man. He said, you got something? I said, yeah. I pulled the zip gun out. I don't even want to rob a zip gun because kids might actually get a hold of their parents' phone and read this, but I had a zip gun. And I pulled the zip gun out. Now, man, got they were going to clap me. He said, no. I ain't got nothing, whatever. And then he told me my name. He said, yo, you Corey King, right? I said, yeah, that's why I didn't come on no bullshit. But yo, bro, that was my coat. I let my little man hold the coat. I had the leather bomb on. He said, yeah, I seen you with a leather bomber. All right, yo, hold on. And he ran back in the building. Yo, son gave me my gloves, my hat, and my sheepskin back. And told me, yo, now get up out of here for these niggas out here get you for it. You understand what I'm saying? And the reason why he told me that, because my pops' crib is in Farragut. I grew up in the building with Squirrel in them. Yeah, Squirrel, Tracy, Juju used to be over there with them. So it's a long history and legacy to CK and why people respect me. Why? I'm really from that cloth. I'm really from the life. Jim Jones not a broad, man. He's not a broad. I want to say that the BITC H word, but he's not soft. There's nothing soft about Jimmy, man. Yeah, he got his little ways, but I mean, yo, that man earned his flair, man. Let him enjoy his flair, man. You know, let him enjoy his flair, man. Hokers, you know I love you, beloved. You know what I'm saying? Call me if you don't understand what's going on here. But y'all know CK, I'm the fairest of the fairest, bro. You know that. I keep it 100. I ain't on no bullshit with nobody, whatever case may be, or whatever, you know, but anybody feel for elite. If you want to attack, attack. But it's not that. I'm not talking to Hocus when I say that. Hocus will never attack me. That's my bro. We fed each other. So I know he's not going to attack me. I'm talking about the other dude that may be sitting behind door number 2 and feel like, oh, well, he addressing Mandu. Well, I'm a part of that. No, it's not a shot to you, bad vibe. But again, I mean, it is what it is, man. I don't like fuckery. And I is that you, dude? Nah, that ain't my man. My man don't do fuckery. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I smell fuckery, man. You know what I mean? I just feel like, you know, it's a devil advocate behind closed doors leading a good dude like Mandu down a different path, man. You said it yourself. Harlem love you. Shit. There's places in Harlem that love me. I'm from Brooklyn, though. I'm not from Harlem. But I know for a fact I've came through those blocks. I've seen Jim Jones outside. Heavy. I told you I was in Kiff with him. Heavy. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like y'all doing the injustice, man. It's like New Yorkers, we just tear each other down, bro. For real, man. Make it make sense, man. Explain to me why Jim Jones is this important that you have to go extremely hard on him, man. You know what I mean? For real, man. You know? So I feel like it's a nigga behind number door number 2, 3, or 4. Chosen sucking. Nigga sucking chosen right now. That man keep his strap in his pants. That's for Chrissy, nigga. You nigga get off that man's shit, man. And stop sending my brothers down a path to where nobody in the game is gonna really want to deal with them because they're gonna feel they're gonna self-destruct. And Mandu, please don't let no ever do interview is gonna be cutting you off. You try to explain logically your point of view, where you come from, and do that. Yeah, you know, you like, hold on. Like, in other words, don't put words in my mouth. And I seen your eyebrow go up. I said, this dude about to get kicked. This whole set about to get messed up because Mandu don't have a chill pill. His fuse is this short. It only take 1 or 2 words and he gonna go off. Yeah, he came home trying to preach to the children and help the children, and I commend you for that. I just feel like you allow this whole Jim Jones or what he may have said to Hocus or what he may not have said to Hocus pull you out your character and send you back to your origin. And that's drama, violence, and mayhem. You know what I mean? No disrespect. You already know, dude, I love you, bro. You know that. But you know I don't give a fuck when it come down to keeping it real. Because I know it's going to be niggas like, yo, man, fuck CK. And see that snap. Bet you they won't say it to my face. Bet you they won't say it to my face. Yeah. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I said what I said. Who don't like it? You know what I mean? Nigga snuck you. You know what I mean? But yeah, why you think before Dickie was dragging his knuckles, he was herking and lurking? Ty Guns out there, he know what time it is. Shout out to Ty Guns. He a little salty for no reason. Because I don't got no problem with Ty Guns, but for some reason he has a problem with me. But you don't see me on the internet dragging Ty Guns. You know why? These are dudes that put on and command respect regardless, whether we see eye to eye or not. I'm not finna get on the internet and drag Ty Guns. And I'm not gonna let you get on the internet and drag Jimmy, man. Jimmy got working, man. Trust me on that. I can't talk about his work. That's why I keep trying to press upon your conscience without going into detail. The man has work, man. Please believe me, man. Please believe me, man. You know? Let's stop attacking our artists, man. You don't hear none of this on the West Coast. Who you hear attacking Snoop? Who you hear attacking J-Rock? I was just watching a Warren G interview. I didn't know Warren G was so underpaid, bro. But who you hear attacking Warren G? Nobody. But yet and still in New York, we have this dog eat dog, hate, just to hate situation, man. And it don't look good on you, man, dude. All right? So with that said, man, They know what time it is, man. It's Mr. Bragger Social, man. You know what I mean? Doing what I do like I do it for TV, man. Yo, everybody out there, man, abroad, man. Salute. This is 31, man. I'm out of here. Okay, yo, I forgot something. One more thing, man. Let's get down to Jimmy and his big homie. Mel Matrix is Jimmy big homie, bro. All right? I don't care who said they sanction and recommended. This is why you see Nelly did his time. He came home. No matter how big or small people say the chain was, he put a chain on that man's neck. He put money in that man's pocket. He took that man shopping, man. All right? So regardless to who his loyalty is to, or how it may be, stop criticizing people, man. Again, some people don't owe you nothing. And then you got a man who just came home from prison who probably sitting back, not really feeling or understanding what's taking place. So how long is this nonsense gonna go on before actually we create a real beef, man? Think about it, man. All right? Get in touch with them. Salute.
Hey yo, 31. And never go so hard that you really disgrace God. And never let a cat play around with your face card. And never go so hard that you really disgrace God. And never let a cat play around with. Hey yo, 31.